What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my cyberdecks Flashpoint challenge run. Today, we are going to continue on with the Daedalus Bloc storyline. We're also going to play this proc-gen CPU spike for Dancehall. By doing these two together, we'll get into power level 7.0. Want to basically finish these before we claim any new missions. Mission rewards, XP, all that are based on the power level that you are rounded down when you accept it. And so this will give me 0.07. This will give me any number at all. It'll be like 1 and like 0.017, whatever. It's going to be enough is the important thing here. So we're going to go ahead and run the story mission here. The feeling of impending violence has hung thick in the air over the meeting with Diato Weathers since it was arranged. Set in D-Cartel territory, it seems impossible there won't be an all-out fight to protect the Quant from kidnap or murder. There will be a high price in blood just to start Byron's negotiation. So we're going to be prepping the mission. Here is our squad. We have no one else available to run it, so Bracket has to go. People are busy in the Sims trainer or doing legwork, so can't do much more than this. We've got kind of the core squad as best we can, essentially, and let's go. I've been eagerly awaiting your arrival, so it really was your V-chip all along. One never really gets used to everyone being so surprised that one is alive. I am alive. Let's move on, shall we? And clearly you know the gravity of the situation. I am well outside my license with the GCC, so let's leave them out of this. I would be interested in talking more with you, but it seems we're about to be interrupted. I'm not sure this bunch wants me alive. You've got incoming from every direction. They're coming in weapons hot. They've been paid to kill without asking questions. Do not let them take Diato down. Let's keep her alive. We get hot intercept as it pretends this is a siege. And the first thing always in any siege like this is, can they get line of sight on me on the first turn? And I believe that answer is no. If I just think about like how they would look up, it would be from around here, and there's no shot they can make it there. Now, the other consideration would be, what if they get into cover? And so, wouldn't I like to jump out ahead and take them down before they get into cover? And that's probably reasonable. So, I'm thinking, let's preempt some of this. I'm going to yield and have Bubbles throw down the first buff at least. Just going to go fight from instead of JTAC. Something like this should be reasonable. If I aim it far to the right, we can maybe get this to be useful. But I think we're not going to get that much there, so let's just start here. That should be fine. I'm going to yield back to Panther and figure these guys have to run pretty far. These might be snipeable, although these spots are kind of annoying. But I figure let's just start with the AR. Let's do some damage. We'll see how it goes. Plenty of move points to spend for now. This should be half decent. Yeah, they all have, these guys have armor, so it's a little bit slow going on my end. We pop steamroll for a bit of move speed and stuff. My recoil is just not that high. Even though the base recoil is 28, I have a ton of overall recoil control because of my high strength score. So I'm cutting it by, what, about half? And that works pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and use wired nerves just to really one-shot these guys. So here we go. Yeah, seems pretty good. This guy has 1 hit left. I should at least walk back to safety, and then... yeah, I'm just going to stand here, and then I have 1 AP if I need to use it on something. And then I will simply delay and wait. For Bubbles, who you got? Do you have cool line of sight on people? Actually, the answer is yes. That seems pretty good. These are both pretty solid. Let's strike zone that crew. Let's pop into Nest. Tempted to strike zone. Oh, I can't strike zone twice, of course. Yeah, I should aim at... well, I'll start with you. Doesn't quite kill, unfortunately. I failed the crit. There we go. I got it this time, but... oh, I forgot I gave you wired nerves as well. It's kind of sweet. Alright, we've got some recoil problems, probably, but... 40% to crit isn't terrible. I have the stealth crit buff because of being in Nest, which doesn't matter here. You can see it's listed, but it doesn't actually add in anything. So, I don't know how you would feel about that as a player. It's fine to be reminded, but yeah, it doesn't do anything otherwise. I'm thinking putting one of you guys on Overwatch seems reasonable enough to me. Let's do that. Static, do you want to go run for these people? Honestly, it seems kind of playable. Let's burn Surge. Let's go kill some people. Off we go. I think starting with the E-Rifle makes sense. Then I can clean up with something else afterwards. That should be fine. I can get kills with my claws, print more action points. Should overall work out. Tempted to lower their evasion. Yeah, my hit chance isn't perfect. Let's go ahead and hit the pulse generator. Cost me 1 AP, not a big deal. Now they're nice and easy to hit. 100% chance. Perfect. There's a shred. There's a lot of damage. There's a kill. That's enough for me to get in range to use claws. I'm thinking let's print the points and go for it. Down you go. That's claw buff. I get 1 claw attack for Phreak, so I was going to get 1 charge back at the end of the turn. So there's that. Let's see. We've still got this chop shop here. We've got... Yeah, I'm not going to get in range, so why bother? Brad can go have fun now. Let's see. I kind of want to see if Diato can get this kill. I'm going to do a couple of delays. Here, you try. That's going to be in range. Shouldn't be a problem. Put you here. You can shoot. Oh, she has a Dazzler? Yeah, she's an advanced Dazzler. Okay. That's a kill. Good job. Killing your would-be captors. Proud of you. Yeah, can anyone realistically run to those people? Not really, no. Let's just wait, let them do their thing. Let's hit all the delays now and see what happens. There's no way you're in range, right? Wait, you're in range of shooting somebody? There's no way that's a good shot, though. Okay, yeah, they're missing, so you must be at, like, actual max range. Yeah, you're shooting at 0. Okay. Missed Bubbles, who... Oh, yeah, he's behind cover as well. Yeah, that was never going to work. All right. Go ahead, guards. Okay, well, you're done. Wait for you. You're going to run up. I guess you can shoot from there. Now you're going to debuff. All right, fine. Cool. Here, Bracket, why don't you kill some people? I think you standing there is acceptable. Mego rolled pretty well on initiative, but I'm not too worried about that. Shot. Really? Okay. Now it's 95%. Surely you don't miss that one. Indeed, she doesn't. That's good. I think we'll just leave you where you are, to be honest. I think Static can stay where she is, too. I'm going to reload this E-Rifle. And if there's more reinforcements here, I can fight them. What does Jackknife have? Honestly, decent line of sight. And actually has shotgun shots on both. That sounds worth it to me. I am outside of the JTAC buff, which makes it a little bit worse, but it's not horrible. You rolled better initiative, so I'll start on you. Yeah, you're dead. Oh my word, that is a lot of damage. And then I have no hit chance here, so... I don't care if you get Venom Trap. It doesn't actually change anything. In fact, I maybe should have not done that and simply reloaded, but it, again, doesn't really matter. You can end your turn. You've got a million of everything to do here. Down you go. Great. Alright, well, as per usual, we are way too strong for sieges. So we'll have everybody end their turns after reloading. Even you can reload your railgun. And they're probably not gonna spawn really close by. Indeed, they didn't. I'm gonna skip the preview there. So we got 2 more guards. They're really far away. I say let's let them run up. Nobody's gonna be... Yeah, everyone's fine to just hit delay until they go down below 9. Or below 10 to 9 or lower. So off we go. Go for it. Yep, you're gonna come closer. You're gonna come closer. Great. I'm gonna leave you there still. Kind of similar for Jackknife. I'm gonna give him another turn to run up to us. I don't think we have great shots. Okay, we technically have this shot. I'll see if it's any good. It might be, actually. Yeah, it's not that bad. Wow, that is a crit. Alright, cool. You're done. Panther. Yeah, okay. I'm down. I lose my JTAC, but this should look pretty solid. That's 1 kill. That's a good shred. Not too worried, but let's delay you by 2 initiative just in case. And then you've got these shots anyway, so that didn't need to happen, but who cares. Take the reload, and we're just too strong for them. Another reinforcement group. That's fine. They haven't given up. No, they have not. Alright, once again, need to delay below a 7. There we go. Everyone's at 6 or 5. That way I can get behind Lotto. We spam delay. Very difficult mission, obviously, folks. Welcome to just battle strikes in general. Oh, darn, you're in a really annoying spot for me. Oh, I didn't yield bracket the right amount. I guess I forgot somehow. Oh well, you gotta end your turn. I guess I just like didn't read what her initiative actually was. I don't know, but it's not the end of the world. Hiding you here seems fine. You're behind barrels. They don't have line of sight on you. Does Panther have anything good? Honestly, yeah. Great. Decent start. Decent follow-up. Yep, very good follow-up, actually. Jackknife's fine where he is. Static is fine. Yeah, she's fine where she is, actually. Yeah, they're not gonna get line of sight on you, it's fine. And then Bubbles can go here and get a shot. Sounds good. I get another J-Tac back next turn, so let's just put one down and then take one kill. Not bad. You're done. More reinforcements? No, not yet. Alright. If I stand out like this, you could shoot at me. I should take a step back. That should be enough. Delay, delay. Bubbles is... yeah, he should take a step back as well. He should be safe there. I could, of course, be wrong. He rolled a 12, so everyone's going to have no problems getting past him. Or delaying beyond him. Taking cover. You are not in range of anything, but we can shoot you now. Status going to stay there. Bubbles should be able to find a shot. Indeed, he can. That seems fine. Take a bit of strike zone to make this easier. If you crit, you die. We crit. Alright. Well, we're still doing just fine. You can reload your AR. Great. Did we do it? No. Okay, finally one last wave. I'm guessing one last wave. Is it a double spawn? Yes. Okay. More houses coming up. Yeah. They're not really going to achieve much, are they? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to look for whatever we can with this. Let's try to get him into J-Tac to make a shot a little bit nicer. Let's yield and get him the tactical surge of the team. That's a good start. You got to go pretty far to get any shots. If we can get you to here. I would like you to be in cover if I can help it. Not that it's likely to matter, but this should also allow me a multi-target and a single target with the remaining AP. So I start here, pretty good. They're almost dead. And then I'm going to take that shot. That should get people softened enough. I want to have Jackknife take this kill. These are very, very likely to hit. Multiple range is not great here, but we got what we came for the most part. And then, is it going to get any better if I stand up closer? Not really, no. Okay, it's just the same. I'm just going to shoot a few bullets at it. We'll see what happens. Managed to hit that one. We're going to get rid of our recoil now. Great. We get at least glancing hits. That was a glancing hit. And then last shot is guaranteed a glancing hit. And it was a full hit, so it's a kill. Good job, buddy. You did it. These guys over here, if I'm there, I still have enough AP to shoot twice. I will nest for the pure damage. Let's shoot the Whistler first. Can you one-shot him? Yes. Great. And then second shot. No crit. It is what it is. Let's go put them in Overwatch. This guy's definitely going to die. No point doing much with the auto here. You can just end your turn. Static can delay. Bracket can delay. What you got? Is it a crit? Yep. Alright, that's probably game. It is. The enemy assault team is broken. Don't have enough force left to press for the advantage. We've done it. Go us. A relatively straightforward siege. You did what you needed to do to keep me alive. You have my respect. I see that even though you are hiding your presence from the GCC, you have not been weaponized. You are still a quant and not on your way to becoming a cyber knight. While they are few, I still have limits to my agreement with my employer, Page DeVale. I may be living underground, but someday that may change as I will need to make amends with the GCC's enforcement arm. Quite forward-thinking. Do you believe they would forget and forgive? I hope you're not actually impressed by my forethought. Forward-thinking and planning are what my cyber neural network was made to do. Also adroit at dodging questions, I see. I assure you that is also in my programming. Enough banter, even though it has been enjoyable. First, my employer, Page, is interested in becoming your employer as well. As a powerful shareholder hiding in the shadows, you can imagine that she has things that need doing. Second, and more to the point, Page is ready to negotiate with yours. We are well aware of what Byron wants, for us to come out of the shadows and use our vote to protect the governance smart contract of the Daedalus block. Byron is correct. A time of rapid change is coming to the block. We are willing to help steer that if we can negotiate acceptable terms. So how could a quant disappear off of their enforcement? There wasn't anything simple about it. I was killed in the attack that wiped out the rest of Paige's family and drove her into the underground. I was really dead, long enough for a GCC enforcer to verify my death and move me to archived. You're quite not dead right now. You noticed? Afterwards, Paige dropped a few well-placed bribes to get the UNA operators to dump my corpse where she could recover it. I have been told that I have been dead for over 24 hours before Paige activated the customized Titan Heart and Memlock in my spinal cord to bring me back to life. I've also been told that I spent more than a year in cryo recovering from the extensive tissue damage that almost all my organs had to be replaced. I have read everything, watched everything, and soaked the intel from the year 2229 because I remember none of it. When I finally revived, my last memories were of late 2228, before the merger, before the Daedalus block, before the attack on the DeVale family. Sounds harrowing. Must have been hard trying to fill those gaps in your life. And I'm very much alive now, though it has cost me a lot. I'm here to serve the DeVale family, what's left of it. You work for us, you want to be our employer? It's all quite simple, nothing unexpected. Cyberknights are rare even in New Boston. For years, Paige has relied on careful operators in small organizations to get her work done, but has not yet had a chance to bring one of your kind into her orbit. Also, we would consider your working closely with us to increase our ability to trust Byron to help achieve mutually agreeable goals. It's a win-win. Timeline has been added to discuss working for Paige directly. And what do you have in mind? How can we be sure that you personally speak for Paige? I agree that's a conundrum, and so you should hear it from Paige's mouth directly. Let me loop her in. Pleasure to meet you. I appreciate your diligence and determination to find me at this difficult time. Very close to use a tight brand burst like this to project through the quant. I want to discuss our guarantees of good faith with Byron. I'm quite safe where I am, and the risk is all mine to come out of the shadows and back into the fold of the Daedalus block, to willingly return to the killing and the backstabbing that has already destroyed my life once. Byron will not be surprised if I request an exchange of mutually agreeable collateral. That will ensure we both are acting in good faith and build our trust. Once such collateral is in place, we can arrange for my return, security requirements, and all the rest of the details. You will impress upon your employer that Diato will be my negotiator, and in truth, she may make every decision for me. I trust her with more than my life. We will share your position with Byron, and how can he relay his response to you? I will contact you directly. You are now our safe go-between. In the coming weeks, Paige will alert us of what next steps need to be taken to advance the negotiation to bring her out of the shadows. Until then, we must keep ourselves occupied. Bubbles levels up, Panther levels up. Nice stuff there. We get a little bit of power level. We don't quite hit PL7. Oh, we do. Interesting. That surprised me, because weren't we at 92 before? Did it round in my favor and say, screw it, it's yours? Huh. That's interesting. Unless I miscounted, which is, of course, possible. So I'm going to spend 15 going here, unless I really want to spend it on plus rewind charge, or, you know, something down here. But I'm pretty sure I do want to just keep bumping steamroll. Let's make it easy to hit my entire team, and then this will give me a nice bit of damage and a move point, which I'm pretty happy about. So we'll take this on 16. I went too far, my bad. +1 for the sniper means we can keep investing in quiet kill and get even more accuracy and some more stealth crit chance. So in case I don't have strike zone of the second target, I've got Nest for 50, this for 25, and probably still be in JTAC for the 15. That should be enough to have enough crit chance just straight up. That's everybody with training done. Just to be sure, I'm still going to run the CPU spike first. You're here with your brand new, very nice, spicy cyberdeck. This will bump Dance Hall up to 100 influence, and she will very much be able to limit break. You know what to do. Well, here we are in a relatively small host, all things considered. Let's load all the basics. So I'm going to leave Disarm unlearned. I've had enough encounters of that not being useful to just not bother. Tally, then AP, then connecting to another node. Double active here is fine. Tally, then connection, then connecting to another node. We scan, we find a CPU already. That seems fine. Let's go ahead and hit null up. I'll just click it twice. It won't burn it if there's no ice there. That way I don't have to read. In, out, slam the CPU. So that's mission complete, but of course there's more to accomplish here, so let's walk up. Damage to connection, AP cost, and this guy. Of course, we've got to go load some more stuff. Now that I'm scanning from the outside, I got really lucky and revealed all three of these. So it made it really straightforward to come up and get all this. Got to load Disarm now. Use a program relocate. Downloads. More Vantage Rip V-chips. If you exit, get stolen. I've got everything I need for this guy. Any action, use a program. Okay, fine. The node's only worth 1. Pretty chill here. Use a little bit of deck shield, not a big deal. Can't download, fine. More source code. Come here. I have only 1 anti-trap, should be enough though. Download and exit, that's fine actually. No download, no download. Take this. I will have to load, disarm, and knock this down to make forward progress. That's fine though, I can do that next turn. We're in. Get rid of you. Scan. We're just going to hit null a couple of times. That's annoying. That's fine. We're okay on everything, basically. Let's go here. You're all gone. If I scan from here, I can see there's definitely only passive ice left. No program loading. Okay. Well, that's this done. Here's my disconnect. Here's me done. And that's going to be me. That's going to be me clearly at power level 7. Extract, mission complete. And Dance Hall goes to 100 influence. So I'll do what I can to level up my contacts, and I will look for 1 more mission to play. Good enough. Vanta, Drip, V-Chip, no problem. Cool, this will be a fun mission to run. This scav raid is not important, I think, at all, but now that we are PL7, we'll see if we get any better loot here or not. I don't think there's much for me to look at. I might want to try to put somebody else in... give somebody else some implants. He's already stressed. I could send him in for more and leave him out, but you're on legwork, you're in the trainer. I basically only got 1 open spot. Yeah, you have no implants. I should start putting stuff in on you. So I'm going to put you in for surgery. I actually can't go anything here because this is a slot that's covered by being a Scourge already. So what did I actually want to give him? I guess I did want to give him some kind of interesting spinal slot. Actually, let me check my notes on when better legs come around. Synth Muscles 3 requires the Battletank power play, which, to be fair, shouldn't be that hard to get to, because I believe... Yeah, Dr. Kara's already at 100, and theoretically, she should get the Battletank power play in her next limit break. So I'm going to try to make that be the case. I'll probably run it next episode, because I don't know how long it is. But that's going to be the goal here, is to try to run as much time forward as I can. I'll still play this when I get the chance to, don't get me wrong. But that'll be the hope here. My agent inside FSC may be about to be exposed. Need to help them defect and make it out safely. Nice proc gen, boosted VIP mission. Shouldn't be too bad. We've got this as our map. We get her an infinite amount of influence here. Well, plus 60 won't quite get her to limit break, but it's going to be close. Now that we're PL7, the pay after trust is... I mean, it was going to be 2 million before getting it cut in half by my difficulty settings, so... It seems pretty reasonable to bump Street Wet to 4, ideally. Those 3 favors shouldn't be that hard. Still, though, I want to see if I can get... There's a limit break. Yes, that's what I wanted to see. Power play. Chance to gain new project Battletank implants service. Dr. Karos will need your help to complete a daring plan, stealing files, legwork, and a prison break. If successful, Dr. Karos will lock down the underworld power to gain an entirely new cyberdecks service. So, because this is going to be 3 different missions, I'm going to... Unless it's going to be separate. I'll have to double check something real quick. I guess it's going to be in between stuff, right? Okay. So, let's confirm. We'll take this as the upgrade. And you know what? I'm not going to run this. I'm going to run leg 1 of this mission. Because we've got some Underworld Hub tokens saved up as it is. So I take it back. Instead of going for the proc gen, we're going to start this here. With your help, we can make my power play and steal the bioprint for the failed Rook Tech Battletank Cybernetic project. I think there's nothing to do except start this right away. That's what I want to do. Puppet Master is still 7 days out, but it's going to require legwork in the middle, so I think this is going to be pretty reasonable. We're going to go play part 1 of this power play as a result. With your help, we can make my power play and steal the bioprint for the failed Rook Tech Battletank Cybernetics project. I've got an odd tip on how... I got an odd tip on how to obtain the bioprint for the new cyberware used in the failed Rook Tech project codenamed Battletank. The project crashed and burned, but I knew the doctor behind the research in a past life. The cyber is top tier. We have to exfiltrate the bioprint from a Rook Tech facility. You better start by telling us how this Battletank project went belly up. Rook Tech was trying to build their ultimate super soldiers. The project focused on certain soldiers whose biology just accepts cybernetic and biomodification better than anybody else. So Rook did some genetic sweeps and found 5 candidates in their corporate army and cybered them to the gills. They made the classic Battletank, more machine than flesh, impossibly thick dermal, the works. From what I've been told, they performed flawlessly in the field for almost 2 years. They were perfect. The integrated cybernetic package was perfect. Sounds like you have an idea, or you have an inside source. That's good. We'll need a connection like that to pull off a bioprint heist. My connection was none other than the lead doctor behind the project, Dr. Crowsholt. He was an old friend of mine from a long time ago. You don't script a project that big at Rook Tech and live to tell about it. Everything I know was sent in a flurry of encrypted messages from Dr. Crowsholt as the situation developed, so you'll have to forgive me if my information is dated. Things had gone well for the project, but when they didn't, it was major fireworks. All 5 battle tanks suddenly went haywire. All their systems turned against Rook Tech. They did some massive damage before they died. I guess they were focused on 2 generals in the Rook Tech corporate army, both of whom are now dead. When you said crashed and burned, you really meant it. Also, everyone died. Sounds like someone found their way to hack the battle tanks and use them as assassins, either someone inside Rook or a competitor. The powers that be in Rook were thinking the same thing, except they couldn't figure out how that could happen unless Dr. Crowsholt had been complicit. He knew they were about to make him disappear. He has an amazing mind, and his mind was on saving research, not his life. He sent me a skeleton of a plan on how to save his years of cybernetic development before they took him. If there's a way to get our hands on that architecture bioprint and preserve your friend's legacy, tell us. The plan hinges on the 6th battle tank. The plot thickens, you said there were 5. The Battletank project had done so well that Rook was just preparing to start the surgical process on a 6th cyber adept soldier named Estelle. Dr. Crowsholt knew he was a dead man, so he made a desperate move in his lab and then sent the messages to me. He secretly embedded the architecture bioprint for the Battletank implants in the only place he could, the cybernetic firmware memory of the 6th yet-to-be Battletank, Estelle. So all he had to do is find and rescue her. Rook Tech didn't know what to do with the loyal soldier who had volunteered for the procedure, so they stuck her in a cell to rot. Likely, they will just make her disappear too. We could honor the late doctor by restoring his research and putting it to good use. Dr. Karos is attempting a power play to extend her services. To complete this 2-part mission, you need to first pinpoint the location of the Rook Tech prison where she's being held by completing either legwork or infiltrate a facility and spike the CPU. Only one of those 2 needs to be completed, but attempting both gives us insurance against failure. So, if we get this, what do we expect? Once I have the architecture bioprint in hand, I'll be able to start installing power level 3 Battletank implants. With a little luck, that will only be the beginning. So, we can generate the mission. You're right, I don't have a living insider on this job, so you're going to have to go and do your own fishing. Get me close enough to a Rook Tech matrix host that is connected to the prison system, and we can drop in a worm they won't be able to track down quick enough. We'll get Estelle's location. Need to be very careful. If they realize what specific prisoner we are trying to locate, the whole thing will be blown. Don't worry, once the virus has what we need, we can unleash it. We'll delete as many prisoner records as we can, covering our tracks in a firestorm of destruction. The wired crossover is ready to be planned. Could send somebody on legwork that we might end up not doing anything with, but we'll toss you in for good measure, in case we'll need you. No one's going to be any better at this, so need to find a weak link in their prison admin team to intimidate or blackmail. Be careful, as Estelle is a touchy subject, and Rook Tech are sure to be on the high alert. So let me crack my knuckles, I'll make short work of this one. There's always a weak one. Be sure to get them under your thumb far enough they won't squeal to the Rook Tech overlords when you go. We can't have them screwing up the heist. We'll get this done. Then you make it happen, my power play hangs in the balance. Now ultimately, I don't really care about this. What I care about is running... Okay, I see. This is actually a Q-gap spike. It's not just a CPU spike. Okay. Well, it's going to be one mission no matter what. Let's go ahead and run this as a baseline mission. She's going to gain a ton of influence I'm very happy about. 10 turns is going to be a little bit tough, but we'll try. Mission planning. Obviously, we buy the Matrix Snoop. Might as well unplug some cameras while we're at it. And this is going to be our squad. Let me put the silencers back on before I forget. Yep, this one's better. Got it. Highest gear. Yeah, you're on legwork. You need to switch out your barrel to this one that blocks way more sound. Gonna switch your revolver out for one of the big clubs. That's gonna be you with a doom hammer. That's still fine though. War Machine never changes her gear. Cyber Knight doesn't change the gear otherwise. You on that is fine. Let's switch this out for the other club. Looks like someone's holding it. Who's holding the club? You are? Okay, let's unequip that. Let's give this to our hacker. There's your doom hammer. Alrighty. Well, didn't expect to be doing it, but it turns out we're gonna be running this mission as our next bit of the game. I'm going to switch your HE grenade out. Those are useless. You can hold on to a first aid kit. I'd rather have one of those. And then everyone else, I think, is pretty much fine. Okay, so we've got our squad. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll read the briefing for funsies. Able to go straight at the prison without tipping off security about our target, we will hit a decommissioned power substation that used to be connected to the Rook Tech prison grid. With some creative rewiring, we'll be able to infect a matrix host in the substation, and then infect a large network to find our target, the 6th and final Battletank. Alright, our mercs to deploy are these ones. Let's go. We're on the ground. We picked this old facility because it used to be connected to the Rook Tech prison network. It was recently decommissioned, and its quantum relay was shut down. Let's get it warmed back up. Ah, that's new. I won't be able to tap into the prison network until we hit 3 substations. Here, here, and here. Okay. I didn't know that was going to be the dialogue, but turns out that was the dialogue. When the substations have been powered back up, the quantum relay will come online. Then and only then we can start the hack. Once you spike the CPU in this matrix host, the virus will spread into the prison network from a quantum endpoint that Rook Tech had written off as shuttered. Hacker cannot connect until the 3 substations have been powered up. Got it. Going to clearly go out that way then. So we have some guards, but they're on that side. We're not going here for a long time. Our extracts, by the way, are going to be... We're definitely going to extract there afterwards. So we go in a loop. No big deal. This camera will see us every time, but you know what? We have leverage for that. We turn these off. I want my hacker to run in a straight line as much as possible. That's laser wires down. Great. I think you running for this is reasonable enough. Let's go part way first. Get a bit of info. Okay, there's E-medic there that I might choose to stun. You're in range of being stunned, right? You're not, actually. Oh, well, it is what it is. We get a weapon. Oh, yeah, so this is, we're PL7, so we have a new, potentially new tier of loot, but I don't believe that'll actually happen. I think we're already at the cap. But they also submitted their fix of how loot is rolled to get fewer or maybe even no repeats. You rolled a 20. To be safe, I'll drop you by 2 just in case we need that. I highly doubt we will, but it is safety. I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna go at least part way up. I'm gonna start by going here. Just I don't want to be around these guys as they turn around. I think strike zoning 1 guard isn't worth it. But I do want J-Tac since it, you know, comes back from cooldown constantly. Putting that there should be fine. I can yield, no problem. I think you running up here with Burn Surge seems very reasonable, so off you go. This should be... Let's make sure we don't go too far forward. I keep getting the habit of running past people. Because I'm trying to, like, maximize the value of my action points. Which is not a terrible idea by any means, but... It has the downside of, you know, I have to make sure I'm lining up with where J-Tech actually is. Oh, man, I am missing my random shreds constantly. I can delay for now. I want to see if Bracket can break this armor. You do not run fast enough to get inside of J-Tac. Okay, well, I'm still going to run here. I'm still going to take 1 shot. It's actually not going to look that good. I'm tempted to do a short yield and a strike zone it. Just to make this go a little bit easier. We really don't need it, but... Let's see, if I do a delay... Okay, this guy's turn's already done, so it really doesn't matter. So now that you're in strike zone, I get guaranteed hits. I guess he was already surprised, so I likely wasn't going to screw up. Lumen Spear seems just entirely safe. It's just free crit chance. But now I have to go ahead and take my claw attacks right now, or I can't do anything. Wow, that is a fat crit. If I get more of them, you can just outright die, but looks like I'm not. Unless I roll a crit again, I did. That's huge. Right, that's pretty sweet. Then you can go ahead and run forward. Can I snap to this cover? Not quite. That's going to be good enough for me. Well, 1, 2, and where's the third one? Oh, it's right here. These 3. Okay. You guys can walk around. Yeah, we're far from you. It's fine. You don't matter either. And then Bubbles can run in a straight line, more or less. Gotta get past this camera next turn. Shouldn't be too bad. I might use Rewind on Bracket for move speed. Searching for interference. Nothing else going on. I want to do some delays and see if Bracket needs it. You running forward is fine every time. I'm not going to worry about it. There's no guards right here. Otherwise, we would have seen them already from where everyone else was. You're not going to go for this. It's not going to make sense. Let's just turn these on. We'll power up substation 1. The first substation is online. Must get all 3. You can go ahead and keep doing all the movement tech, since you get so many more move points and action points than everybody else. 1 permanent MP. Ooh, a Liberty Gold Core. That's new for me. And the Northwind's X Core. Sure. Running you that way towards this. I think that's fine. You gotta go around to get there. It's fine. Panther will delay again. These guys don't have a chance of being threatening yet. You're heading towards us, but we're far enough away. You're going to be pretty clearly out. You know what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to come out to here. I need somebody to knock this access, like, just manually knock the access door down. Just let my team run there more directly. And it's going to be faster than going all the way around. So that's going to be pretty clearly correct. I'll make sure that you're in range to packet loss this. If I take one step, I will. Okay, regular guard up there walking around. It's fine. Panther's going to run up to here. Doesn't have any way he can bump people. That's fine, though. Whatever. Just put you kind of here. Means I got to change plans a little bit in terms of who's going to do what. Oopso has a turn as well. He's way over there. Waking up even more guards to turn them into their patrols. Quantum interference. Nothing else going on. We're far enough away from the camera. Just barely. Put you up part way. Might as well have the War Machine grab that. Bracket is going to need to... So am I in range anyway? Yes. Okay, I'm going to knock that down. I'm pretty sure it's going to be correct no matter what. Should be able to find what I need. Static is going to have no problem. I want to make sure I get in there, because it ends your move, so I want to kind of go diagonal and get the max movement I can. Second substation now firing. Your hacker cannot start the hack until all 3 have been powered up. Sure. Let's wait until every other guard runs around first. You're useless. That's good. You're going over there. You're going to find a corpse, probably. Depends how far you go exactly. We should wait. Make sure everyone else does their thing. Good. You're useless. We love that. They have the same patrol path, as far as I can tell, which is kind of funny to me. All right. Well, you can pretty clearly run across. You're the closest to getting to this door, so it's going to be your job to open it. That's fine. We're not escalating yet. You're fine where you are. Panther can't really do anything. Let's put the entire team on the left-hand side so that we can bypass this camera. Seems correct to me. Just hard ending your turn makes sense, as far as I'm concerned. Bubble standing up there should be fine. Let's do similar for Bracket. Make sure she's not getting caught out by anything. Pretty far away from the cameras. That's good news. This is still dead for next turn. Shouldn't be a problem. And we're going to start seeing corpse timers soon. Delay. 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 This guy has so much initiative. It's wild. Oh, is he going to turn aggro? Am I in vision? No, not. Oh, yep, I am. Okay, shoot, shoot, shoot. If the other guy turns around, he's going to get angry right away. So I've got to go. Okay, and you don't go until 16. That's good news. I'm going to do a short yield. Let's see. Static goes at 18. I think it's just JTAC, it's Nest. So basically, this guy's not going to get angry in time. Static gets to wake up first. Oh, I'm not in range of anybody else. Ah, shoot. I didn't even check who I was in range of when I hit Nest. That's a mistake. Do I run up here and swing the bat twice? What's the best choice for me? Part of me thinks it's like actually going here and opening this and not doing anything with myself. And then letting her be more active. But I don't think she has Power Slice up. She does have Burn Surge, though. These shots are not worth taking. That would be way too much aggro to pull. Even though I'd likely crit, it's, yeah, looking a little ugly. Okay, I'm going to run you to here and open this gate. You see more people. That's fine. The door is open. My team can move. and realistically, you're just not very useful this turn. It is what it is. That's the third and final one. Your hacker's now cleared to start the hack against the Rook Tech prison network. Alright. I could Wired Nerves to go out and put down a Death Watch. I think that's worth it based on how funky all this just got. It's funny. Can I get you to stand? No. Okay, it's like a kind of a weird spot. Fine. I'm gonna make you stand here. I'm in JTAC. You're angry. That's fine. I'm putting Death Watch down right around here, so that when the basic guard runs up, he gets caught. You're useless. We should be able to wait. He's going to run up. By the time he's able to get aggro from this guy, he'll get stopped in his tracks, and we can do the rest afterwards. This should be fine. You run up. You find a corpse. He can flank. In fact, he's like pretty clearly going to run up to here and then investigate, so we have to really make some forward progress. You're going over to there. I believe Beta won't wake you up. Nice crit. Down you go. He finds a corpse. He's angry for good reason. Let's try to run away from you if at all possible. This guy rolled a 17. This guy's suspicious and rolled a 21. Do I want to AR? I mean, I can't get anything else. Unless I Wired Nerves this turn. You know what I want to do, actually? What did you roll? You rolled 21. Okay, I want you to go after my entire team, just to make sure we can get away from you. I think that is pretty, like, a pretty strong idea. Wow, this gun is still loud if you would hear it. That's wild. This gun is loud at 28... Wait, no. It's loud at 30 meters. Okay, I can probably get a spot where it works. If I go here, it's only this guy. That's good enough for me. We have a chance at shredding. We get some damage. I could go for a stun instead. But almost my entire team is able to fight. And so I don't believe it'll be a problem, especially because Static has Burn Surge. We crit, we shred. That's really good. I want to help make sure everything's going to be... Nah, there's... You're at 17. There's no way I have to care about this. I could Wired Nerves to go for a single attack. I don't think I need to. I think we're safe as we are. Now, you're going to hear the gunfire. And let's see. What's the noise radius on this? Noise is 36. It's going to be almost impossible to get... Yeah, it's going to be possible to find a spot. So... If I shoot... You're going to hear the gunfire. I kind of want to attack from where I'm have my stealth hit chance, but I'd probably rather replace that with this instead. This puts me at only these two here gunfire. It doesn't really change anything. He's going to still come investigate, but he's going to see me. I'm now spotted as well, but I get good hit chance here. I get good crit chance here. I get the shred, good enough. This guy won't even find the corpse. I don't think I need a Burn Surge. I think I can simply run up, basic swipe, and then claw. Or maybe just claw. Let's see, how likely is a regular hit to kill you? Actually guaranteed. Claws are going to kill you in 2, probably. Yeah, sure. That was a glance, I think. Okay, you're dead. There's a fat crit. And then... I'm going to go kill this guy, actually. I think it's correct. Maybe it's not, but this way he won't report me, and that's a positive. So let's get around the camera. You're angry. We should be fine. I'm going to go here. That's going to be not in Crimson Vector range. If I go here, I'm in melee. That's good. If I hug this, is it any better? It makes it harder for him to see me. I think standing here is appropriate. I think it's fine. So I'm going to go for one basic hit. We get a basic shred, that's good. You're very far from being killed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stun strike you. That way, I'm not too worried about it. No reason to claw right now. I could Lewin Spear. This would be fine. You're going to still be Diva for the next turn, so I get a 19 damage glancing hit. But the important thing is we're going to have crit chance on you for next turn. And so all we get is the 3 normal from Tally, you hearing gunfire, and you seeing a corpse, I think. And that was it. Then we all beat you on initiative, so we're going to get out of there. So fatality reported. And people are heading over. Body timer is being timed out. And Oopso is being sent to intercept. Which one is he and where is he is a question. It's you. You're heading towards the fatality. So you're going to run towards this, which means I assume this will be faster than that. That's probably true. I'm going to take a step forward, then tactical surge the team. Now, this guy is stunned for the whole turn. It was not an immediate rush. But I want to make sure we're very clear of this guy sprinting and spending 2 AP running there. Like, he can get about this far in his turn. So it's got to be, like, this far or more. In my estimation, anyway. I really want to ambush you if I can help it. If I go all the way here, I get 1 sword swipe, which I don't love. I do want a sword swipe if I can help it. Because it's just so nice to just use the Berserker Blade and get damage out of that. I think it's fine. The CK can do this. He's good at hard targets like this. I don't think I still need to go for wired nerves. There's no reason to rush this. I should delay. Right? He's done for the turn regardless. I just needed to get out of... Needed to get away from getting spotted. I think you actually are more likely to only ever go for this. Finally got all 3 shreds. I have 2 claw attacks here. 306. That is certainly not a guarantee. I don't want a pulse generator. I think I want to wait. I want to see what this guy does. But I still need these 2 to run up. So I'm going to have you go all the way up here. Let's snap. I think right there is... Actually, there's some danger. Because if he turns the corner and sees me right away, I'm not in a good spot. Okay, I'm just going to get sort of to the front of the truck. Yeah, I'm just going to stand in front of the truck. That should be good enough. There's some downsides to this. But I can't reach him outright, so... I might just use Panther to stun this guy, to be honest. I think I'm gonna dedicate to that. I'm going to dedicate to Panther's going to burn atomics that are here. That way I don't have to be afraid of everyone else's safety. You can packet loss one of these. In fact, I think Panther can maybe knock one of them down as well. Okay, I'm just going to put you here and delay. I'm going to have Bubbles do a run. He'll be going this way. Let's put you somewhere like this. Panther kills this. Hacker kills that. And he's going to grab loot. He has a 0 accuracy shot, which actually makes sense. I'm thinking J-Tech here is totally fine. No need to strike zone this. Okay, you're walking. You're getting closer, but it's fine. And yeah, I'm going to say, let's just stun this guy. He's going to be awkward enough to chase down, let's just not bother. And then you can easily scramble. If you can get the camera, do so. You cannot. Okay, so you're going to get the sensor. That's your turn being done. If I want to make sure this guy doesn't get to see the light of day, I can wired nerves and hit, but I don't think I need to. Static gets 2 Ripper Blades hits. I'm instead of J-Tac. I think the odds of outright killing here are pretty high. Let's go for it. Great. That is my buff on. You are stunned. You can't see up. So this is completely safe as far as I'm concerned. Like, I'd have to get pretty far to get spotted. So that means I can stand there and it's okay. It's telling me I'm okay. If it's lying, we can... I mean, Panther has 36 initiative. We're not going to run out. You can just go for regular strikes at this point. No reason to... I don't think there's a reason to claw. I'd rather burn the AP, actually. You can crouch into there and be nicely hidden. And if he walks up any farther, you can kill. Seems like a decent enough use of her action points. Good job to you. Bracket will kill this camera so that Bubbles can easily go and do whatever he needs to do. Let's keep running up just to make sure that, and behind the barrel should be totally safe. Just really make sure this guy can't do anything, right? We are long gone. So yeah, he is indeed running. He's going to go to the corpse. He's going to hunt on his own volition. And he walked toward us. So, okay, turns out, you know, he can only see halfway up the truck. But, you know, we chose to be safe, and we were safe. Dr. Sevenfold Part 5. Matt's Tough Suit. Another weapon mod. Nothing too special there. Alright. Pretty solid turn. Nobody else knows anything, although there are corpses running out of timer soon. Let's see what you want to do on your turn. You're unaware, you're doing a patrol route, and the thing is, Actually, you should miss everybody. So you can't see her. If you come around, she'll duck. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to stand here. And maybe at that point, you'll see Bracket by seeing her toes. But that's fine. And this is going to block line of sight on Panther, so we for sure just wait and let you come and kill yourself. Go ahead, buddy. See what happens. You're still hunting, but you're not hunting very far, which is pretty normal. You found a corpse. I don't think he's going to 180 into my war machine. Nope. Yep, she ducks, and then at the end... No, you didn't see it, okay? He went as far as he was going to go anyway. I really want to sprint her towards the host, so if I can have her not deal damage, that would be ideal. You need to spend 2 AP. I could have spent 1 and then Crimson back there. But that's kind of a not great use of the talent. If he's already armored, I do very little damage. I think... Do I want a strike zone? No, because reinforcements will be more important than that. You see me, you hear me. Let's go shred on purpose. Great, we get 2 shreds as a result. I love that for me. We get a 3rd shred? No, but he's still very low. Half damage claws aren't great, but they still might do enough. 108. Yep. That is my buff back on. And I guess you can grab, the loot box while she goes toward the host. That seems fine. End of turn 10. We're on turn 6 is close. We really couldn't have gone any faster. So this is going to be a little tight, and it might just be impossible. But you're going to run and grab this. Why not? Okay. Ooh, we got... Yeah, I think we already have a level 8 SMG. I think we already have the Automag Viper, but that's fine. This camera's going to turn and see me almost for certain. Can't really do much about that. It is what it is. Now, Bracket should probably be done in only 2 turns hacking. But, yeah, basically it's like turn 10, I Tactical Surge, and are you going to get all the way back to the exit? Or rather, this exit? That'll be tough. This is at least 2 turns of movement, even with Tactical Surge. And Bracket just doesn't run that fast. So, she will start the hack during turn 7. She will complete the hack during turn 8. Hopefully has the AP left to get here. Get around here on turn 9, and then Tac Surge here on 10. I think I just barely have enough. There's reinforcements. The camera's turned and saw everybody, so we're going to get very angry security devices imminently. I think you're standing somewhere safe. You're also standing somewhere safe, I think. Static can just sprint for this loot box, and it's fine. I could wait and make sure they don't go right towards us. I guess I should. But my hacker has for sure got to go and start the hack. You should make this no problem. You in fact do. 2 AP to spare is fine. Should get pretty good progress first turn. Here is our host. It's pretty chill. We only care about the CPU. So we overclock. It's a Pit Viper, so I should load some of this stuff to make sure I'm a little bit safer. Gonna load all of these. Gonna load all of this. I will load disarm because there's one right here that cares about traps. Tally, connection, connection. Okay, double active, double trap. How bad is it? Use a program, exit the node. They actually aren't that bad. These aren't that bad, but I'm thinking... Should I just null op anyway? I'm kind of feeling that. Like, so the thought process here is... I would like to... Let me how do I phrase this? I want to for sure be fully done with the host on my next turn. If I disconnect on this turn, I will have 0 AP, I can't move anyway. So this turn I might as well use all of my action points. On the next turn, I will only ever have 5 AP anyway, so I might as well burn down to 50 AP in the Matrix and then disconnect and start walking. Right? That will just be... I'm already locked in, right? That's already the requirement. And so the thought now is, can I optimize around that, like, that turn limit and action point cap in a way that matters? In a way that, like, well, I can spike CPU and that will help. That will let me, you know, give me some more IO for the turn and whatnot. But I'm feeling like null-opping this is fine. I go here, I click null-op, I click it again, nope, it's all gone. We spike the CPU, that is mission complete. Spike is in, CPU corruption has started. It will jump across the quantum relay in a few seconds, and then we will be in the prison network. What's the status of our exits? Extraction objectives are patching through now, don't stay too long. The Rook tech will try to box you in. Okay. So, That part's fine. Again, I have 80 AP to spend and do whatever I want with. So let's start by scanning and seeing what's up here. I actually might go in this order. Preserve AP. Can't connect out when everything is fine. Any action, download a file. Okay, well I know the order here. I've got to take down active ice up there. And these are disabled, so I can go here, no problem. Knock this down, no problem. Let's preserve AP as best we can. And I need anti-passive. But I can just null-op this, so I'm just not going to even bother. There's a chance I don't do enough damage. I was fine. And now the final question is, do I care about knocking all of these things out? And no, none of them are in the way. So I managed to get the entire host in one turn. To be fair, I did bypass these two things that would, in a normal mission, often matter. But thank you, Mirror Walker, for the extra IO. Only 2 download nodes, so it was actually a really small node right ahead. I had 3 garbage nodes, an SPU, a CPU in those. So it's like, yeah, I had like 6 nodes to go through, and I had Mirror Walker, so it really wasn't that bad. I disconnect, and of course I have 0 AP. It's kind of funny display. It's like, you have 2 AP. It's like, yeah, I kind of get it. Bubbles can still wait. I think Static will simply go on the run. Grab this, then turn around. It's definitely the play here. We're going to escalate. That's fine. This is yours, Dr. Sevenfold Part 3. We finally got a better railgun. Can't wait to see what this does. I have truly no idea. We're still kind of capped on these blueprint tiers. Dr. Sevenfold Part 3, whatever. There's a Q anomaly thing, whatever. I might stop here 1 AP short. I want to know what these guys actually do. And that way I can, like, burn surge and run in for something. Who knows? I'm going to spot on my Cyber Knight. I'm going to run to here, which is going to be high quality. Got enough cover where I can't get spotted. And we'll see what this turns into long term, but you might as well stand there. And realistically, actually, a lot of my team probably shouldn't have run this far up. Some of this couldn't have been avoided. We're going to escalate anyway, but whatever. You're done. You're hiding. You're walking over. Don't love that. You are following security information, and you're going same place as the captain. Alright. Well, let's put you... Can I snap with 4? No? Okay, that's fine. That's still hard cover. Seiko rolled really well on initiative, which is a little scary for me. I don't think I want to preemptively strike zone this. This seems kind of incorrect. And actually, there's a good chance that they come around and see me as they walk up, so I might be in a really stupid spot. I may have been very silly. What's my roll going to be? Oh, it's going to be amazing. In which case I might... I mean, I don't have a reason to strike zone this. No. Let's just end the turn. And you triggering this doesn't matter. Go ahead. Escalation, orders received. They're going to run towards all this stuff, for sure. Everyone else had other stuff going on. Cameras are high power, so we're going to gain heat. Not the end of the world, but it is going to happen. Yep, there's some heat. Next turn is Tax Surge, so we can probably do what needs to be done. These guys got to run up to here. That's fine. I think we let them do it. In both instances, let's go. Let's see what we get. You're on the way. Oh, you got angry right away. Okay, I did not expect that. I did not expect you to get angry that quickly. It looks like you spotted bubbles. Yeah, okay. I mentioned it was going to be maybe crap, and turns out it was crap. Do I really want to run out here and try to go for kills? Can we sneak out? Because I would love to just sneak out. Right, that would be ideal. Unfortunately, I didn't strike zone. This is going to be 2 shots with the E-rifle. I can get Panther to, like, do a look ahead to make this happen. Okay, it's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be ugly, but the play is... Go as far as you can. So... Let's make sure we actually have line of sight on them. So something like that is going to be pretty clearly... Have them both in the cone. We get 2 sets of shots. This guy will likely not react to the gunfire. I can't delay an appropriate amount here, so it's going to be a little bit crappy with no accuracy buffs. We shred, though, and got a good damage roll. We shredded that one, too, which is huge. Accuracy now is a little bit crap. She doesn't have much strength, so her recoil control is not amazing. We got enough here. That's Burn Surge done. You've got to run in a straight line. There's nothing else for you to do, really. I don't care if the camera sees me. It doesn't matter. Your turn's already over. This guy may or may not do anything about the fact that he's angry. He probably can't get into range to be scary here. I think that is unlikely. You need to die. Down you go. That's the team with Steamroll on them, so they're going to have some bonus move speed. Are you going to follow the gunfire? Yes. You are angry. You should be out of AP. You should have nothing to hit with. Yep. Alright, well, if I want to kill him, I can. We can throw it on Strike Zone. We're all already right here, so you might as well just swing, dude. Here, power slice him. No. Okay, that's a fat crit. Well, down you go. Now, the one downside for Liat is he's already got Steamroll on, and it's only a one-turn buff, so he's not going to be able to use the move speed that everyone else is able to use. So that is... Whoops. Not that it really matters here. If you're here, my team is clearly inside of Tactical Surge. You're holding a position that you can probably fight from. This is all very reasonable. We got all the loot. We've got 2 turns. No, we've got 1 turn. No, wait, we've got 2 turns. Sorry. I keep, like, failing my math test on Tactical Surge. For almost a full year, Tactical Surge went down to a 3-turn cooldown. And so I'm so used to Tac Surge being on 1, 4, 7, 10. And that when I go to what's my 3rd Tactical Surge, which is at 1, 5, 9, because 10 and 9 are really similar numbers, right? They're close together. I just, like, stopped doing the math. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's up in a few turns. Oh, it's going to be on 10. And I have, like, 500 hours of, yeah, it's going to come back on 10. But it comes back on 9. And I still make that mistake. I'm so used to it. So there's some guards. They're going to have bad initiative rolls. They, in fact, do. Okay, cool. He actually makes it without any help. That's great. Well, it's going to be part 1 of Battletank. Pretty well... Yep. Just about beaten. Cool. Alrighty. Let's get everyone out. I mean, should have no problem at all for Bracket to make it here. I'm not even going to read it. Like, I'm sure she's fine. And yeah, with 1 AP to spare. And if I didn't have Tactical Surge, again, she could still make it next turn. If she had 5 MP instead of 6 because of having to, you know, stay in the host, we still would have made it, right? All would have been fine. The Rook Technologies prison network is infected. Well done. Good, good, good. With the re-established link from our Matrix host into the Rook Tech prison network, our worm got in quickly. I've already found the records on Estelle. They've moved her around a few times, but it seems she is now in the R Block 12, a private little prison. Maybe they still have plans for her. You've got what we need. Have you turned on the firestorm to cover our tracks? Yes, consider their prisoner data stores trashed. The worm was set up to finger and then delete records on any prisoner who passed through the network in the last month. We stole the data on a lot of prisoners and went down in a fireball. Then we're ready. We can tell Dr. Karos and move on the final job, or we can pump the brakes and delay a little bit. We got really solid XP. Thank you to being power level 7. We get extra stuff here. So we get, we're getting half XP. This would have been, 200 something XP. With more from handling. Solid feed through on the SimStream trainer. Pretty good, cool stuff here. I'm going to see what the new armors do and what the Signa Strike is, because that's new for me. So let me go to my inventory. Let's go to armors. Yeah, we got this Northwinds X Core. -5 initiative. Kind of sucks, though. I think we already had a Matt's Tough Suit and sold it. I think we already had a Drifter Steel Core as well. Liberty Gold Core, though, is new. And that's actually, the intrinsics are really nice. So 65 and 60 is, like, kind of par for the course for a good light armor. -1 initiative is not that painful. 3 protection points means we're going to hold this armor quality for quite a while. I mean, if you want, really high armor, you need to take, like, a massive move speed and initiative drop. All this stuff, right? Oh, interesting. This is I guess not strictly superior, but it has an intrinsic. Sure. This thing is massive. 82 is kind of wild. That's so much armor. But anyway, yeah. So, a -1 initiative Malice is really not that bad, and 35 HP, 10 wound res is really not that bad either. So that's cool. As far as weapons are concerned, I think we already had a Detective Special, if I recall correctly. I think we already had an Automag Viper as well. Here's our Signa Strike. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you take off the mods And yeah, I have this quad strike, right? So the Vulcan punch, the quad strike. The quad strike had less accuracy, 10 ballistic, 34 pure. Range a bit worse, sure, but scopes can handle that. The max range is basically identical. That's what really matters. Because it's just very easy to add optimal range on a sniper from my experience. But the big thing is how much better is the Signa Strike. 2 accuracy, 85 ballistic, another 16 pure, another 6 shred. Range is kind of irrelevant. Actually, the min range hurts here, to be honest. I'm actually shooting at like 16, 17 meters, kind of a lot. Noise a bit worse, which is too bad as well. Now I'm like clearly louder than my max range, which, you know, kind of unfortunate. But yeah, this is doing more damage overall. So if we equip this, we put on what, the ballistic and shred bat, I'm pretty sure is what I want. I can sell some of these. I've got too many as it is. That goes away, and then I mean, I've got 3 of these. Wait, no. Yeah, I've got 4 of these, 3 of these. Whatever, it's fine. I'll just equip this and just chill. As for body mods are concerned, I can add 1 ammo here as well. And actually, dropping recoil is not a terrible idea. But I'm thinking this will often be fighting inside of crit. And then with sniper scope, we get some more crit here as well. And I've got a really solid, like, 2x crit damage, stealth for, you know, 1.47 or 2.47. The fact that I can manufacture 2.5x crit damage is kind of wild. And I can still put on like display links, and I'm critting at what, 2 3/4. Kind of nice. So that's all there. Next episode, we will talk with Dr. Karos, have this convo, and then run the mission itself. I believe there's nothing else to look at here. And ultimately going to be only 1 hour long episode. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. I guess, ooh, we have nuke 1 fast. Hang on. Wait, I should not use the high quality ones because I'm going to mint this and make it a program. We have some patient dossiers. Yeah, okay. We're going to finish up base management, but then we will be ending before running any more missions here. So mint you. Nothing too special there. That's mine. Okay, great. Files. Not used by a set. Not created by a set. These, oh yeah, you can get these like really nice legendary Q anomaly reports, which are just really good money. Do I need favors with anyone? Vantage Rip? I might want favors from you to bump Gamma Clinic, clearly. That's pretty reasonable. You don't matter, you don't matter. You... It's been a while since I've gotten a favor from you, hasn't it? I feel like I haven't seen a favor from you in forever. I haven't been able to like get hacked gold keys. Is this like turn off? I'll double check something, but that actually might have broken somehow. 2 favors is enough as far as I'm concerned. Karos with 2. Yeah, okay, we're going to take 2 from Vantage Rip. These are just cash. Okay, before I go any further, I want to check something. Okay, so let's get rid of people that I don't like. We're sorting by name. I forget his name already, to be honest. Yeah, Tim. 1 favor on even months, 2 favors on odd months, 20 heat maximum, and I have no favors. So, yeah, so let's see. When was the last time? On December 7th, I got 2 favors. But I could have sworn I have not cashed in favors with him at all. I could swear this is not giving me favors. Because this was like 12 game days ago, and I have not taken gold keys from him. Okay. I'm going to send this in as a bug report, because I'm pretty confident in this. Okay. Indebted 3 is bugged. Medium prio, because it's not the end of the world. Indebted 3 trait is bugged and isn't providing favors. Tim doesn't have any favors, despite indebted owing me an infinite supply. IDK, what's happening here, but his favors keep staying at 0. Yeah, I was kind of wondering why I was having such a hard time getting gold keys. Like, I know it's right here saying that he owes 2 favors, but he doesn't, you know? I mean, since then I ran this mission. This thing closed. We ran this mission. This one couldn't have taken any, you know, hacking stuff. Like, I yeah, I have not bought gold keys from him, right? I just haven't. And so Tim has 0 favors owed, and I'm quite confident I have not gotten what I wanted to get here. So, yeah. Anyway, he's also stuck. Actually, I'm going to send another bug report, which is, I'll call it medium as well. Carnivore Wire Ghost is locked in story and can't generate missions. Yeah. Can never co-conspire, and what? Never goes wire, and he never offers missions, and he can't ever run a power play because he's locked up by the casting director. I'm pretty sure that's the cause of why he can't run anything. So there's that. Wait for it to go through. And there we go. Cool. Otherwise, not much to have to say here. She actually just won't offer me any missions for whatever reason. It's fine. Okay, so let me finish up the rest of my file stuff. Sorry, it's not used by a set, but now we can do created by a set as well. Who wants influence? We need to finish the job for... Oh, right, these are actually going to be really limited. Dance Hall's already at cap. I have very few like, oh wait, I want to actually use this file. Nuke 1 fast is important to me. Use the file. Let's make the program. Great. Could hold on to these until, wrong thing. Sort by influence. Wait until Dance Hall actually hits the limit break. And then we can upgrade Jupiter decks, ideally. Excited for Dr. Karos to run her next mission for us and get another thing added. But it's just kind of wild. Like, yeah, she started with these 3, and I've given her 4 different power plays. She's just the Omni character. I'm just running so many missions for her. And yeah, I mean, she's just kind of the GOAT now. Cool stuff. And then eventually we'll Puppet Master, and they will all upgrade, and I'll be very happy about that one. I'm excited to see what the... I mean, I know what the level 4 stuff here is, but yeah, the new programs, the new armor, and yeah, seeing what comes out of Battletank as well, going to be kind of nice. I do have to actually bump, yeah, Vertigo, or I haven't run Vertigo's mission yet, that's right. I need to get Vantage Rip up. I also have to co-conspire at some point, but I don't have to do it right away. I could put Vantage Rip up to 90, potentially. Let's see, does Vantage Rip buy any of these? Yes, he does quite a few of these, actually. Okay, cool. Let's get you up to 90 then. 50. What about accounts? Vantage Rip. Okay, let's sell you a couple of these guys. Put you at 80, it'll be good enough. Oh, I think the accounts thing is just broken. It just, like, isn't filtering correctly or something. Because I've said Vantage Rip is the guy, and it's clearly not. What does he actually buy? He buys gang accounts. I haven't fought a gang in forever, have I? Yeah, these are syndicates. Okay, he won't buy any of these. Okay, files it is. He does buy gang stuff, though, so... I'll have to redo the filter. Okay, fine. Wait, no, I don't. I just didn't see him because I'm silly. Wait, no, I just don't see him. Wait, it's broken here too? Question mark? He buys one of these. I saw him in the list. Was it only this one? I guess so. One favor to me, not worth it. We already have 3, that's good enough for me. So I'm gonna give you this, put you at 90, that way you're in line. Cool, great. I think that is going to be it. Because, yeah, next episode we'll be running... Not this guy, but we'll be finishing up the Battletank project power play and doing what we can to try to max out all these services and see what all the cool stuff the game has to offer us. So that'll do it for me. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.